It's getting serious, make a bitch delirious. Bitches on my dick, cause a boy so mysterious. That's a mystery, thoughts making history. Wheels keep spinning like a fucking rotisserie.
Okay, this is for my boy Jake. Since he told me to make more videos like this, I don't even know what to say. But I'm gonna roast Rust for a sec. Like, Rust, the game, the problems with it right now are probably that I mean the blueprint's decent unless you're like getting into it and you want to be a solo player. Like, it's kind of hard playing on high pop servers doing that. I've seen people do it. Yeah, I mean it's not hard, but like you have to have a team to do anything really. It's not really worth playing because you gotta do everything in that 1 week. You build up with all the components and you're like, oh, I got that workbench level 3 finally. And then it wipes. Unless you're playing official, then it's like every month it wipes, but like still, you know, like, and everyone has been telling Ross, they're like, hey, like, fix your nighttime. It's AIDS, it's cancer, it's like, you can't see it all with it, so like you can't see it all. And I mean, that's true. I mean, I can even open one of these clips that I have of just me playing. Let's turn that down because it's kind of loud. But like, look, let's find nighttime. It used. Let's see. This is nighttime now. That's a torch though, like on. When there's no torch on, it's a lot worse. Like, look, this is nighttime with no torch. Right here, like, let's skip down a bit. Right here, look, you can't see anything. It's like everything's pitch black. The water's glitchy, and I have pretty decent graphics on. Like, what are you doing, Ross? Come on. We asked for a better night, and you added flashlights and made it worse. I know the flashlights are cheap to make. Let's see the nighttime before that update. If I have any videos of that. Probably not. That's me and Garrett in a base. Okay, so this should be good. Okay, let's find nighttime. Dang, I die a lot. Oh, that's when I find a bunch of loot. This is all vanilla, by the way. I found that loot. This is nighttime. I know there's nighttime on this because I ran back to base. This is what nighttime was. It was usually like this, maybe a little bit darker like that. Now it's pitch black, and you can't even see the ground ahead of you unless you have a flashlight, which is kind of cancer. But like, why, Rust? Why? Come on, you gotta step it up. Don't you added flashlights, but you made it darker. Like, I know what you're trying to do. Oh, let's roleplay. Like, is that what you want us to do? Roleplay? I mean, I can roleplay, but like roleplay me deleting Rust, but that's. And also, like, you gotta have a Zerg to get any high tier stuff when you're on vanilla on a regular high pop regular server that's like vanilla, because you go into like launch site, there's 8 people running up and down of it. Like, you can't do much when you're solo unless you're a god and literally triple headshot everyone. You're like bam bam bam. Yeah, maybe you could get loot that way, but C4 BPs, explosive BPs, you gotta learn it all. And like bean can satchels, yeah, it's harder than they. I mean, it's not hard, because you can run outside and you can find a bean can. And airdrops, you can go to airdrops, but everyone goes to airdrops. Every vanilla server I went to, the only way we got AKs was we had to go to airdrop and like kill them. But like, that's the only thing we could do. But I mean, it, that's all. Like, come on, Ross, make it back to XP or something. That was actually good. I remember XP, or where it was everything can be crafted. It was always the best. I could go in, I could slave for someone, I could get gear, I could get loot. XP system, I could slave, I could get in, get gear, get loot, freaking have all the XP to make stuff for the clan that I would slave for, because I used to slave because I only had like 30 frames in the game, maybe less. But now I I can't even do that. I gotta go in and I gotta like find stuff to learn it. I gotta find it. I gotta find scrap. I gotta research. I gotta scrap stuff, like recycle it. Gotta do everything now instead of just essentials of being on like 1 week wipes where it was like, oh, XP wipe here. You can craft it would, yeah, XP, you had no sense in playing at the end of the week, like and the end of the month, I mean. But this one is the same way. But when you could craft everything, it was like, oh, I can go in on the last week and I can play. The population does stay up, but not like it does. But they, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. It's bad update in my opinion. I recommend a better update personally that would let it be aimed towards solos as well, but you're aiming it towards Zerg clans and role players. Like, you added a stone furnace, you added a grill, you added carpets, tables, chairs, cars now. Like, what are we gonna do? Create a house and like, oh, I got my family. Oh, I'm gonna get in my car and drive to work now. Like, the old Rust, the blueprint old Rust was even better. Like, than this one. This one's, but you're gonna stick with this even though a few people don't like it. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say. I just don't like the new update.